Well, this morning we received a parcel, and I'm going to do an unboxing for you. It's all very exciting, and then I'll explain what it is and why. So let's have a look. I hope this is the right thing that I'm expecting, otherwise we won't be showing you this video. Aha! Look at that. Electric sheep clipper. Let's have a look. And there it is. Oh, it's quite heavy.
How heavy is it?
Well, it said 2 kilos. Feels a bit more than 2 kilos to me. Or maybe I'm just really weak. We've got a little bit of oil. That's not very generous. It's not even half full. Oh well. I think 3-in-1 oil will do it. And this is a little cleaning brush. The last few years, we've had a chap come along to do the shearing for us. He told us last year that he wasn't going to be doing it anymore. Okay, fair enough. We managed to get the contact of another sheep shearer, and twice he promised he was coming and just didn't show up. And then another time he said he was going to come and then called it off and apologized. Sounded reasonable. And then since then, just no contact, not answering, not replying to texts, nothing. So completely unreliable, in other words. And I decided to take the plunge and see if I can do it myself rather than relying on unreliable people. I've watched videos. Oh yes, I've been watching lots and lots of YouTube videos, not only on how to set these up, but also on how to shear sheep. Once I've familiarized myself with all this, we shall have a go. Our 4 sheep will be my guinea pigs. It will probably be the worst shear of their existence. However, you've got to start somewhere. As long as I don't hurt them or myself, I should be happy. So early morning the next day, even before breakfast, while it's still a little bit cooler, we're setting up to have a go at this sheep shearing lark.
All in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here are the treats to lure them in. Equipment. And some spray to treat wounds in case we need to. Are you ready, Robin? Last words before the generator comes on?
Just have to have a go. Well, that didn't work very well. I don't know if it's just not sharp. I'm going to try and sharpen these a bit and try again.
Huh?
Harder than I thought. Doesn't help that they gave me blunt blades. Didn't work at all till I went and sharpened them. I need a rest now.
And a shower?
I don't know. Maybe a shower.
And a breakfast?
Maybe the state of them is terrible. I'm embarrassed.
Sorry, Carla. Tomorrow more beautiful.
Yippee. So, a bit of sheep feeding and also a bit of update about the clippers. As you can see from the sheep, we did get them sheared to an extent, so it's not a good shear. There's still a bit of wool left on them. Yeah, the clippers just didn't work very well. I tried sharpening to the best of my ability. They are supposed to be hollow ground, which is very difficult to do manually, almost impossible. I've been in touch with them, the sellers, and they're not very helpful. They wanted a video of it in operation, which I haven't done yet. Anyway, we kind of got them half done. They're okay. But I just wanted to say what the position is with those clippers. They kind of work, but not very well. And it's an ongoing thing. Maybe for next year I'll get them sorted properly. Oh, that's good. Bunch, bunch. Well, we had a bit of a tree fall in a strange way. It just sort of cracked off the main trunk, but it's sitting on the tree and partly on the wall. So we're having some help come today to drag it off so that we can then cut it up safely.
But we're still too close, Robin.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
And it's falls straight down.
Oh God. Bam.
Yeah.
Good. Very gentle, I think.
Yeah.
Very little destruction.
Good job. So it's safe, and in fact we've already been cutting it up and it's now in the firewood department. So last time we built an outdoor shower for the summer and we have revisited it somewhat. Just changed things around a little bit. We already had this shower tray which we were using inside. What we decided to do here is that instead of where the water was just dripping straight down into the soil and kind of being wasted, we've put the tray in so that the pipe from it is now leading straight into the watering can down there. So every time that fills up, we can literally just take the watering can out and water the plants directly that are around the shower. So making better use of the water. And we are using things like this biodegradable, ecologically nice hair and body wash. So no problem for the plants with detergents and such. And we even put a plant in here. So there's a watering can. We did think about digging a pipe in all the way in that direction to lead directly to that young tree there. But to be honest, didn't really need to do that. I think this is a better solution. We can choose where to put the water with this. Just a little bit hands-on, but that's okay. Katja threw a branch at me and said do something with it to hold the hose or something. So come here. I'll show you what I did. Look, I cut it and cleaned it up, sanded it, and now you can hoik the hose in there, so it's nice and convenient to just grab it and shower. And then this bit is your towel rail while you're having a shower, so you don't have to search around on the floor for it. Quite happy with that. Can you see the sun? There's not much of the sun. That's because it's very smoky. Apparently it's smoke from massive forest fires in Canada, all the way over here. What it's doing is making us quite cool after several days of 38 to 40 degrees, which, you know, it's a terrible thing happening in Canada, but it's making a pleasant morning for us here. Yeah, quite weird. You can look directly at the sun. Not sure how the plants will react. Maybe they're happy too. See these little melons in here? We found them growing wild, self-seeded in a place we used to feed the sheep a lot. We used to give the sheep some melon sometimes, and they obviously ate the melons, pooped the seeds, and 5 decided to grow. But they were out in the wild a bit, so put them in here. They seem quite happy. Look, we put shade up. We got these little, they're a bit thin really, but these little rebar, and we made loads of hoops over this bed, which has got lots of veggies and flowers. It gets really toasted by the sun. And we've thrown up a load of this shade netting, which is great. And I think it's going to help a lot. One thing we have done is we've stapled, I don't know if it's a great thing, but anyway, we've stapled these edges because they really fray a lot on the cut edges. These other edges, if you come over here, so on this stuff you kind of got the two sides of it are sort of woven and sewn up and finished, but on the other sides where they cut it, it's just this stuff all loose and it really frays. There's some little bits there you can see. It frays really badly, so we've tried just stapling it all together, see if it will hold itself a bit better. And this one has got some energy this morning, but it's getting hot, so she'll soon be flopping. Yes, you will. You'll be a floppy dog. Yeah, the reason we're working so hard on the shade netting, both here and in the main vegetable garden, and at the other end with the new place, in the new tree area, is because when it gets really hot, it's the evaporation we're trying to stop. That's why we're mulching heavily. But obviously, if you can give it a bit of shade as well, it's going to make it so much easier for the moisture to stay in the soil where we water it. Wow, did you see this flower?
Yeah.
Look at this. Not this flower, this flower. So this is our latest project. We were inspired by a video we saw. We'll put a link in the description, and maybe it's just here as well. It was a very good video, very well produced and very, very informative. The people only ever made the one video, strangely. But anyway, it was all about creating a forest. Kind of trees, lots and lots of trees, veggies in between trees. So this is our way of trying to do that. And as you see, we've made a trellis with shade netting because, well, trying to plant new things in the summer, the sun is so fierce, we're trying to give them a helping hand with the shade. It's already been 40 degrees a couple of days. So if you take a walk along here, you see we've planted lots of stuff. All this is Well, this is mulch. We've got our straw, we've got wild ginster that we've just cut. So we've got a bit of grass, we've got a, what's that?
Don't know the name.
Don't know. We've got some succulents, we've got trees, some apricot, more grass, succulents, a palm of some kind. More succulents down here, a little climby plant is in there. And another apricot because they grow really well. We had a random cactus, so we put in here more succulents.
Apple.
This is an apple tree, another palm, another apple tree, and what's this one?
Plum.
And a plum. And we're also now going in this direction. We just dug this swale. The idea of the swale is that we find where the water comes down, and when it rains then it kind of catches the water. So we've dug the hole, we've put lots of mulch, donkey poo, we're putting other stuff in it, and then on the hill we'll be planting lots of stuff. As well, we're going to plant some things in the swale as well. In a dry climate you can get away with that. In a wet climate you wouldn't want to be planting in the hole, in the ditch, because it will get waterlogged, but here doesn't get waterlogged except for like once or twice for a day or two. So eventually we're going to have a canopy over the whole farm. It's just going to be a complete jungle, and we can swing from tree to tree and things like that, and it's going to be very good in about 10 years. We've used quite a bit of our straw already. Lots of mulching has been going on, especially around a lot of new trees we're planting. And Rita has found a new game. Let's see if she's going to play. Rita. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. We found some self-seeded baby trees, so we're nurturing them, protecting them, because you can't have too many trees. Yeah, you see, sheep agree. And you can't have enough mulch either. We're collecting all sorts of different stuff from around the farm, clippings, and some other stuff from the unused land around us, some of the ginster bushes. They're very, very good for nitrogen fixing. And when you use them as mulch, they rot down, and the nitrogen that they absorb goes into the soil, which is what this soil really needs lots of. We're experimenting with a deep compost hole here. We filled it with lots of stuff. I'm pretending it's a trampoline. It will rot down. We'll fill it with more stuff over time. The thing we have to do quite a lot of in the summer is watering, of course. But Rita enjoys it. She always comes out to play when she sees the hose pipe going. You know Harry, the old boy, he likes bananas. Turns out he likes figs. What's this? Look at him. Look. Come on, Harry. Up you go. Good boy. There he is. Figgy that. Who's there? Vine is finally growing. Reedless grapes, reedless shapes.